Welcome back, everybody. Wakem in here with another video. Today we are at Dagannoth Rex, or I guess the Dagannoth bosses in general, but we are only fighting Rex. I have a Dagannoth Slayer task. I have 90 Dagannoth left. A bit of a slower method. You have the chance of getting the Berserker ring with Dagannoth Rex. If you were tri-bridding and doing all 3 Dagannoth bosses, you could get Archer's Ring. I'm assuming you can get a Seer's Ring as well, which are all over a couple mil. One anywhere between almost 2 mil. And oh, look at that! That's the best drop you can get from this this boss, and we're lucky enough to get our second one at kill 65. It does have a 1 in 128 drop rate, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that swordfish and go grab this quick. So yeah, really nice drop to get. Makes it worth coming here for sure, and that's exactly what we were going for, so pretty glad I picked that one up. I knew one had to hit pretty soon. Again, to reiterate, it's a 1 in 128 along with the Warrior's Ring, which is also 1 in 128. So getting that over the B ring, which the B ring I didn't quite see what it was, 4.6 mil drop, and Warrior Ring is under 200k, so same drop rate. And obviously it's nice to get this one over the other. Actually, the Dragon Axe is also a 1 in 128 drop. So earlier on, the other day when I was doing it, I did get a B ring, like I said, at kill number 11. But I also got a Dragon Axe, which could have been a B ring. But obviously that's not going to happen every time. So going back to what I was saying, this is my Slayer task. I had 150 something Dagannoth. There are other Dagannoth that you can kill. You know, cannoning I think is a common method because they're I don't know if they're level 50s, and then you can. Alright, just a little mix up on my part. I accidentally hit the escape button, which is one of my function keys, which brings me to the combat options for how I set up my function keys. However, that's also the button that ends my screen recordings. So accidentally hit that. Haven't missed anything too interesting. Actually restarted the video and I did it again. I hit escape again. So this is the this is take 2 after the B ring drop. So going into a little bit more detail as far as gear setup and why you'd want to do this method. Why you would want to do this method is because you can't safe spot Rex and get that Berserker ring drop, the 1 out of 128, which is really not too bad, given your task is probably not going to be over 200 very often. So I mean, you have statistically, you know, one shot at getting it. This is my second one so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if we got 1 or 2 more. That's just how it works with a little bit of luck and with the statistics behind it. So going into the method, the gear setup, you're going to need 70 defense for. Quick grab this loot, just 1 second. Not great at multitasking. So we're going to go back here. Always turn on long range, and we'll get to that in a second. And then if you do have any food you can eat up, because these spinners will hit you occasionally, but we can get to that in a minute. So going back to the armor, full Guthans, because when you equip your full Guthans and the Guthans War Spear, and you do attack these eventually, you will bring some food, and I can make a more in-depth video later on. If you guys want to see that, leave it in the comments, just let me know, and I can make a more in-depth gear and inventory guide and how to get here. But for right now, we'll just go over the main gear and why. So Guthans, so you can attack these to heal up eventually once you're out of food or your Cerberus or whatever. And then to go along with that, the Trident of the Seas or Trident of the Swamps. That way you can also have 1 inventory slot or a couple free, because you do want to mage this boss because he is weak to mage. He is a melee boss, melee style combat. So you're going to want the Trident just for that, and then it has 2,500 charges. I'm down to 701, so most likely just going to tell you once I'm out of charges was my plan for today. But yeah, so always turn on long range. That way we don't get too far in, don't get too drawn in. So that's a little far, I think, because these other bosses will aggro you, and then you don't want that, because then you either have to tele out or start over and go up the ladder, which, like I said, I can do another guide if you guys would want to see that. But basically, you come down a ladder and go up and down until they aren't aggro, and you can run around the edge and then get in the safe spot, and then just keep bringing Rex over and then getting them stuck in this area on this mound where he can't hit you, and then you just mage them. You need antidotes because these spinners will poison you occasionally, more often than not, so I start with 4. But yeah, anyways, just sit here pretty much AFK. I do flick Mystic Might just to speed up the kills, and I bring enough prayer pots that it's not an issue. Prayer really doesn't run out that fast when you're flicking. You will want higher prayer is better. You need at least the overheads to be safe. Anything other than that is just giving a little bit of a buffer. So other than that, you're going to want best mage boost you can get. So Occult Necklace, Seer's Ring, Fire Cape for, any defense or mage bonuses, which I don't know if it gives a mage bonus. I think it might give a slight mage bonus, but don't quote me on that. And then you would prefer Barrows Gloves or Granite Gloves, but I just have a Combat Bracelet, which don't know if that, I think gives a little bit of defense bonus, but that's about it. And then your Honorable Blessing, any blessings just for that prayer bonus again. Same with the Blessed Spirit Shield, get that prayer bonus. So once I'm here, what I've been picking up is just the bones, and then you can bury them as is. I don't have an herb sack or anything, so that would be helpful as far as your those kind of drops. And here I can actually just show you quick because I'm getting a little bit lower on health. So we'll switch to our Guthan Spear and see I get healed for certain some hits. You'll get healed, and that does get beneficial when you do get lower. But yeah, just in general, just wanted to update as far as what I was doing. It's not too bad once you get down here. Like I said, it's pretty AFK. And if you've done the Elite Diaries, the Fremennik Elite Diaries, these bones are noted, and they're at 8.6k right now. So not bad, but it is a pretty high requirements, I believe, for the Elite Diaries. I believe one of them might be 85 rune crafting, and I'm definitely not there with most of my stats. But if you're looking to make, get some luck, get a B ring or 2, it's definitely not the worst boss to go after. But if you guys want to see more in-depth guide later on, just leave a comment. Other than that, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.